President Trump speaking to Fox just moments ago about the U.S.-Iran conflict. Trey Yingst has the information. Trey, what did the president tell you?
Yeah, guys, good morning. President Trump reacting to that Iranian attack on U.S. forces overnight in Jordan. President Trump tells Fox News about Iran, "We are going to beat the effing S out of them." He went on to say, "We'll be hitting them hard. They're going to get a beating." So clearly the United States is going to respond to what the president described as a surprise attack. He says U.S. forces had just minutes to shoot down these incoming Iranian ballistic missiles. The president says he has reviewed video of the shoot down, and it was U.S. forces conducting this operation to defend that area. He said it was real time. They were calling out coordinates and ensuring that none of this incoming Iranian fire got through. I also asked the president about those U.S. and Saudi airstrikes against Iran-backed Iraqi Shia militias overnight. He says those strikes were coordinated with the Iraqi government. He called these Iran-backed militias a cancer on the world and says he is considering additional warnings against Iranian proxies and their link to the Iranian regime. The president also talked about his meeting yesterday with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in the Oval Office. He says it was a great meeting, adding he understands now. It appears that the relationship between President Trump and the Israeli Prime Minister is strengthening. And again, the president called that meeting in the Oval great. In terms of possible talks with the Iranian regime, the president says we're going to let them keep talking. Remember, the Iranians came to President Trump after 13 straight days of U.S. bombing against Iran, asking to meet about the Strait of Hormuz and their broader nuclear ambitions. And those talks are taking place as we speak behind the scenes. And then this surprise attack launched against U.S. forces overnight. And again, President Trump telling Fox News we are going to beat the effing S out of them, and that U.S. strikes will take place against Iran in response to this surprise attack overnight against U.S. forces in Jordan. Guys?
What's intriguing, too, is we understand the previous attacks were with Saudi Arabia. You know, this whole thing started with epic fury with Israel. Do you sense that there might be a comprehensive plan in place, or working on it, that would involve Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, UAE, who at various times have taken unilateral action on their own, along with the IDF?
It's absolutely possible, because the Iranian plan here backfired. By attacking all of these Gulf countries, they built an informal coalition that is now targeting Iranian proxies in the region and even Iranian territory. And we saw that last night on display. Saudi Arabia publicly admitting that they are participating in strikes against Iranian proxies in Iraq alongside U.S. forces. And other countries in the Gulf have participated in limited capacity against the Iranians, targeting some of these coastal areas around the city of Bandar Abbas next to the Persian Gulf, where many of those U.S. strikes took place. And remember, when we spoke with President Trump earlier this year during Operation Epic Fury, he said he was most surprised by the fact that the Iranians were targeting these countries that were uninvolved, that were not striking Iran at the time. And so again, what Iran has done here by targeting these Gulf countries is actually building this informal coalition that is now being used to pressure the Iranian regime. The question remains if these talks will lead to some sort of agreement. But again, President Trump tells Fox News there will be a U.S. response to this surprise attack overnight against U.S. forces in Jordan.
Trey Yingst just getting off the phone with the president. Trey, thank you very much for the exclusive reporting.
Thanks, Trey.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.